Welcome to another edition.
What are we gonna talk?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Welcome to another edition of The Walking Dead. He said, she said, when we might say things or just wait for it to be really weird and have a bunch of awkward silence.
Oh,
I'm beginning the video, which is how every video should begin, I think. A lot of laughter now, but when we start talking about The Walking Dead video, or the Walking Dead show, we're going to be crying.
The Walking Dead video.
The Walking Dead video that we're making now. We're just going to talk about the video that we're making now.
This is a disaster already.
Good, I'm glad. Here we go. Alright, so The Walking Dead this past week was fantastic.
It was so sad. I didn't like it.
This has been the bloodiest season by far.
Everybody's dying. Just all of the people are dead now.
Remember when, I feel like the show needs to have like a marker on the show now where it's like how many days since last death. It's like it's been 2 days since one of us died.
It has been 0 days since we've had an incident on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, because now, I didn't even care. I didn't know that I liked Noah.
I didn't realize I did either, but he meant a lot to me. I found that last night.
I know, and then apparently he gets his face eaten.
Oh, that was the most brutal death scene they've ever had.
Yeah.
Of any character they've ever killed, Noah's death was terrifying.
But before we get there, he's not the only death that happened in this episode.
No, so is the lady's son.
Yeah, Aiden. So this episode picks up where the other ones leave off because that's how TV shows work, I guess.
Because it is an anthology. Isn't that right? Anthology? Isn't that where they go one after the other?
Yes, it's a serialized television show.
That's how that
where
works.
each episode carries over.
Wow, Gavin, you figured out TV.
I know, I figured out how it goes. And sometimes they have cliffhangers. But the Rick's group tries to continue being into... You're not going to be okay during this. Rick's group tries to continue to be into Alexandria. Tries to mingle into Alexandria. We had a great scene with Carol once again using cookies to threaten a young boy's life, which I feel like is always really, really good.
But she then felt bad for the boy.
Yeah.
She realized there's a reason.
Because he may be getting hit.
His dad seems like a douchebag.
His dad's a huge douche.
His dad seemed like it. I called it. I said, in like the last Talking Dead... we're not the Talking Dead.
We're not Chris Hardwick.
We are not that show. We are he said, she said. And...
Are we still? I feel like we're going to get sued now.
And the last... We're not the Talking Dead, though. I said we're not.
We're not. We are in no way affiliated with the Talking Dead, no matter what.
I don't even know Chris Hardwick.
Not even...
I tweeted him once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he respond?
Did not.
Oh.
Just like every other celebrity I tweet.
That was a wonderful story and did not...
have anything to do with this.
But I hope it leads you. Chris Hardwick, if you come across this when you're suing us for using the struggle of your hair...
Anyways, I'm listening.
I don't think you would last very long in the apocalypse. You'd be like, my hair is just not working right now.
Guys, I can't.
I can't even.
I can't.
But back to the show. I don't even know if we can get back to the show at this point. But Carol is going to try to help out her friend Sam, which is a little boy who may be getting beat.
Yes, Carol went to Rick and is going to and asked him. Well, first they just jump right to they're just like, we have to kill that guy.
I know.
And I'm like,
whoa, hold on. You can't just do this.
That is like one way to just...
That's quite extreme.
I was a little like, I was like, Carol, like, that's like he burnt the cookies. Gotta kill him. Like, I was like, Carol, that's a little bit like... Don't get me wrong, I think the guy... I have a feeling that's the bad guy that everybody's been talking about. Everybody's like, wait till you meet this guy that's worse than the governor. And I'm like, no way somebody can be worse than the governor. And then they introduced him. I have a feeling it's him.
It's not him.
Oh, it's not him.
No,
well...
he's just a douche.
Well, I was like, we should just... Anyways... He just seems like a really bad person.
He is a really bad person.
And so I'm not saying the Apocalypse Afterworld would not be better without him in it.
But it's not.
But I still thought that was a bit of an extreme jump. Like,
yeah.
He hit his wife. We have to kill him. Like, okay, I get it. He's a total dirtbag. Like, maybe just like set him out with the zombies and like, just this is your life now. Bye, buddy.
Oh, okay. Like okay. I think you like just feed them too.
No, I meant like just like
that's still killing him.
Lock him out.
Okay.
Like, all right. Survive, dude. I don't know. I thought maybe just straight up shooting him was a bit extreme.
Then the other story was Glenn and Aiden going out for some supply runs.
Wait, who was that other guy? Was he just one of Aiden's friends that had gone out with them?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't like him.
It was Noah and Aiden and Eugene and Tara.
Yes.
And they all went out together.
And then Glenn.
And then Glenn was leading the group. And Aiden, which is Monroe's son, he's stupid.
He was really stupid.
And
He
didn't listen and shot at a zombie that was wearing some combat gear and shot off a grenade.
Yeah, and then it exploded, and then it like almost killed Tara. We don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's not gonna die because but they seem to be building her character up.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing that happened was after, of course, the grenade goes off. They're all like, "Whoa, where are we now? We don't know." And it let the zombies out because the zombies were in a cage, and it let them. Or they were behind a fence, and it let the zombies out. And then
Aiden had been blown up in the blast and like impaled against the wall.
Yeah, he was like had like this giant metal thing through his shoulder, and they couldn't. I did think that was kind of brutal, like as they're trying to pull him off of it, and then Noah's like, "Glenn, the zombies are coming! The zombies are coming!" And then you just see him grab Glenn, and Glenn moves, and just zombies just eat.
Yeah. And he kind of, I didn't like Aiden.
I didn't like him either, but I thought the zombie deaths in this episode were a lot longer and more brutal than they've ever been.
I know!
Like, when they killed Dale, it was like a quick, ah!
They're eating him!
And then that was it. But this was like, he was screaming, and then he had like blood coming out of his mouth, and I was like, he's still not dead? Like, that zombie's holding his organs.
And then this led to Noah getting caught in a revolving door.
That was so... Well, at first when they were caught in the revolving door, I'm like, Glenn, how do you always get yourself in these situations?
I
like,
know.
Glenn always gets himself stuck somewhere where you're like, how's Glenn gonna get out of this? And it wasn't like he could just take a zombie with combat gear like he did at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how's Glenn gonna get out of this situation? But then Eugene was all, I'm gonna redeem myself. So Eugene... Because I think Tara getting hurt, I think made Eugene realize he's kind of a butthead.
Yeah.
And so Eugene kind of drew the zombies away, but they still were stuck in the door. But I was...
And they drew the zombies away by driving a truck by, or a van by it, playing dubstep.
Skrillex. Zombies
love Skrillex.
Look out, Skrillex.
But Noah gets killed and is brutally eaten. And by brutally, I mean, you saw his face.
Insane.
Like, gone. No more face.
When they killed Noah... Well, okay, Noah, if you just don't watch the show, you just like listening to us talk.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I know. No, it's not. I like that. Okay. Now you've distracted me, and I thought that guy was going to hit that car out there, and I'm just... Where am I going? Okay, Noah was trapped in the revolving door, and they were like, instead of pushing the door and letting them out with all the zombies, they're just going to squeeze through the sides of it. And then Noah, as he's trying to squeeze Noah through, these zombies grab Noah's leg. Noah said, "Let me go," right?
No, he said, "Don't let go."
That's what Sam said, "Don't let go," but I thought he said, "Let me go."
Why did they let me go? He's going to be eaten to death.
I thought he meant, like, let me go, you go, like...
No, he didn't want to die.
Okay, well, and then he had the most brutal death ever in the show ever, because they don't just let the zombies drag him away and then you just know what happens. They let him fly up against the glass, and then it like close-ups on him screaming and all these zombies coming around and just...
his face off.
Then blood squirting on the glass, and then you see them take... This was what got me. They took his jaw and just ripped his jaw off, and they showed it in the show.
They did do that.
I was like... Like, we've watched this show so long, I'm a little desensitized to, like, zombie killings.
But it's good to know.
But Noah's was like...
But it's good
didn't.
It's good to know, though, that they can still make us go, oh, they're doing what to him?
I was just like, no! Poor Noah. So that was really sad. And then Glenn was all sad on his way back. And then Gabriel, the priest, dirtbag.
I don't like him.
He went to the...
Monroe, the leader.
Yeah, and he was all...
These are bad people. You shouldn't have them in here.
And
They're
Maggie
not
heard
good.
him, though. But Sam told me... Sam, my boyfriend reads the book. Sam goes, this part made me mad. He goes, because in the books, it was a guy that ran the town, and the guy was like, screw you, these dudes are cool. And, like, that was, like, Sam paraphrasing, not, like, actual wording from the book. He was like, the guy was like, screw you, Gabriel, these guys are cool, I trust them. But she was just like, I have some thinking to do. And I was like...
I think she's
got something shady about her, though.
She could be, yeah.
She has something a little shady. She's hiding something.
Alright, so to wrap this up, how would you rate this episode? How many severed zombie heads?
I would give it like a 9 out of 10, because it was one of the most... Well, or 10 out of 10. I don't know, because it was like one of the most intense episodes
I'd give it a
I've ever
9 out
seen.
of 10. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
It was... one of the most intense
It
ones.
was very intense, had a lot of good character development.
I agree.
You're seeing Eugene's character come around, and that Noah death.
That Noah death dough.
That Noah death.
That Noah death dough.
That Noah
that
death
Noah
dough.
death dough.
Alright, so we're going to wrap this up. Be sure to subscribe to our channels here. We never introduce ourselves.
They know who we are.
Okay, good.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Gavin.
Woo!
If you're watching this in reverse, this makes total sense. There are spoilers that happen. But yeah, so...
in case you didn't know, spoiler alert, there
follow
will be
us here.
spoilers.
Follow us here, or click subscribe here, all this stuff, or go
This
area.
Right here.
We're going to summon it. So yeah, we only got 2 episodes left.
I know.
So it's going to get crazy.
Super cray.
All right. So until next week for Walking Dead, He Said, She Said, I'm Gavin.
You're the he.
I'm the he.
I'm Melissa.
She's the she.
Bye!
Bye!